Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Naca series. So today's video we are going to be talking a little bit about non-priority and priority. So if you are interested in this video, then make sure you keep on watching. I also want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in to my very first live video this past Sunday, February 21st. I was super excited but nervous at the same time. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in, who chatted back and forth with me. I appreciate you all. If you missed it, I will be going live again and I will let you guys know that information when that time comes. So in today's video, we are talking about non-priority versus priority. And this is kind of a hot topic when it comes to Naca. Besides the buy down interest rate and the no closing costs, no down payment, but the non-priority versus priority is such a hot topic and you don't really find out about until you get qualified and they tell you, oh, you're non-priority. So the thing about this is they don't really talk about it too much until you get to that qualification process. In my case, the Naca counselor that I had before my very last one, she didn't tell me anything about it. What she told my husband and I was try to make a little bit more income. That's exactly what she told us. She said, try to make more income, bring more income in the home. And I'm sitting there like, how am I going to do this? And then lo and behold, I got another position at another company making more money. So I was like, okay, well, such and such told me I needed to make more money. We're doing that now. Now we can get things rolling and afford more of a home. So my recent counselor, once we were qualified and we got to the point where we could start searching for a home, she told us that we were considered non-priority. And I'm like, wait a minute. So what are you telling me? Because when she said it, she had a look on her face as if it was something that you should be worried about, right? So when she explained it to us, I was like, okay, well, cool. That's not a problem because I didn't think that it would be a problem being considered non-priority, being as though this is our first time going through the program. And I had not talked to anybody about the Naca program and non-priority and priority. When we started the housing search process and I found a home that I really, really liked and I gave the address to my real estate agent, she would come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, you can't move into this home because this is a priority only area. And I was like, okay. So after like the third or fourth time, and she kept telling me that, I was like, wait a minute. Why is it that I cannot move in these areas? This is so frustrating. I found some really nice homes, pre-existing homes, and I was like, okay, this is so frustrating. So she broke it down to me. She explained it to me, as well as our mortgage counselor, and I was like, okay, I understand, I get it. And I explained to her that, you know, we're having a very hard time finding a home. So with non-priority, if you are making in the Atlanta area, now I cannot speak for any other state, I am in the Atlanta area. So if you are making $74,000 and above, then you are considered to be non-priority. And with that amount of income, you are now limited as to where you can buy a home. So you're going to have to do your research. You're going to have to be patient and just look and search for your home because you are going to be limited to where you can purchase your home. So as a non-priority member, it doesn't limit the amount that you can afford. It limits the area as to where you can buy a home. So for instance, you might get approved for $250,000. It doesn't matter about the amount that you are approved for. What matters is the area that you are looking to move to. The area that you are really, really wanting, that you have your heart set on, may not be considered a targeted area for non-priority members. So there is this thing called a Census Tract GEO, and the Census Tract GEO basically is a guide for you for non-priority members. So you would go onto the website, you would type in the address, you would type in the city, the state, the zip code, and then you follow the prompts. And I'll put all that information down in the description box. So if you are currently going through the housing search process and you need to know whether your home is going to be in a targeted area, then you can go down below, click on the information, follow the directions, and it'll tell you whether the home is eligible or if it's not eligible. This is what my husband and I had to do. We had to go on this website every time we found a home, and we put in the information and it would tell us whether the home was eligible or not. We went through so many different homes trying to find a home that we could move to. So I'm super blessed that we were able to find a new construction home in a very nice area. The Census Tract GEO information is a really helpful tool for you to be able to use when you are in the housing search process and you are considered non-priority. It helped me and my husband out so much because we didn't have to contact our real estate agent and ask her to do it for us. Because there was times when we would be up to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning searching for homes, and we would come across these homes and we would say, oh my God, I am so in love with this home, only to find out we're not eligible for it. So it can be very, very frustrating when you are considered a non-priority member. Some people say being a non-priority member is a plus because you know you can afford more of a home. But at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, well, I can afford more of a home, but I can't move where I want to. So it's like, you know, you got to kind of weigh the good with the bad. And that's what me and my husband had to do. We searched and searched and searched so we couldn't search no more. And we finally found where we wanted to move to, thanks to our real estate agent. So while you're working on gaining more income so you can be able to buy down your interest rate and afford more of a home, you have to also keep in mind that the more income that you have, the more you're going to be considered or placed into that box of being considered a non-priority member. Now, I do not consider non-priority to be a bad thing. It just lets you know, like I said before, that you make more money and you can afford more of a home. By being considered a priority member, you have the option to move to wherever you want to, basically. You don't have to worry about the area over here being considered a non-priority area. You can move wherever you want to, but the downside to that is you may not be able to afford more of a home like someone who is considered non-priority. So priority and non-priority has its disadvantages. So you can't say that being a priority member is better than non-priority. Being non-priority, higher income, but you're limited to where you can move to. And being a priority member, you can move wherever you want to, but you may not be able to afford so much of a home. As a non-priority member, I know it may be hard trying to find an area that is considered a targeted area that you are eligible to move to. And a lot of people think that because you are considered a non-priority member, you have to move into this area, and you have to stop assuming that, or don't assume that that area that you can move to for a non-priority member is a bad area. All areas that are considered targeted areas for non-priority members are not bad. You just have to do your research. You have to take a look at the area that you're wanting to move to. All areas are not considered bad. So don't take it as if, oh, I gotta move to this area and it's a lot of crime or it's a lot of whatever over in that area. All of the areas are not considered bad. So as you go through your housing search process, don't get discouraged if you are a non-priority member. It just means that you are limited to where you can move to, and it might take you a little longer to find a home. So I suggest talking to your real estate agent and asking her if she's worked with, he or she, if they've worked with any other NACA members that were considered non-priority, and to hopefully have the communities as to where they move to see if they have other, homes available that you could possibly move to or take a look at. Everything that we know now came from our real estate agent and our mortgage counselor. Non-priority is not so bad like a lot of people think. It's just going to take you a little longer to find a home, and Once you find that home, you're going to see in the end it was all worth the wait because you are going to love your home. So as a non-priority member, if you are looking to purchase a multifamily unit or a multifamily property and you're considered a non-priority member, you can purchase a multifamily property and a targeted area as a non-priority member as well. So you're not limited as to what you can purchase. You are just limited as to where you can buy your home. So being a non-priority member, and speaking from experience myself being a non-priority member, it's not so bad. You just have to do your research. And I always tell y'all in most of my videos, do your research. Do your research, because your research is what's going to help you out in the long run. Whether your research is watching other Naca videos on YouTube, hint, hint, or whether you are going online on Google and just looking at the different forums, or talking to your mortgage counselor and your real estate agent. But always do your research, because your research is going to pay off in the long run. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, and I will see you guys in my next video.